Wii Music's introduction at E3 didn't make anyone happy. It came after months and months of promises to please the core gamer, and their presentation proved that that just wasn't the case. Instead of Link, they gave us a guitar. Instead of Samus, they gave us a trumpet. Instead of Mario, they gave us a dog costume. But even so, there was still a chance that the core gamer was wrong, and that Nintendo was really ready to rock. But the question remains, does Wii Music exceed our expectations? The graphics and overall presentation is impressive. Just like with Wii Fit, Mii's take the center stage, and are used as both playable characters and spectators and bandmates. The game's menus are organized and slick, and the entire game has a sense of polish about it. Sadly, the same doesn't go for the music. Wii Music's soundtrack is laughable, and without the licensed Nintendo songs like the F-Zero theme and Legend of Zelda theme, it would be almost devoid of anything interesting. This wouldn't be too much of an issue if the musical quality was better. Nintendo used MIDI tracks, which sound like they traveled through a time machine from the early 90s. I can't imagine who would have thought this would be a good idea, because it makes the game sound crappy and low budget, and for a music game, that hurts it a lot. As expected, much of the magic in the Wii Music fades once the gameplay is realized. Nintendo stresses the role of customization, but the fact is you're really not playing the music, you're just deciding when the notes are played and how fast. A few extra shakes can add notes between the beats, but straying too much often ends up in disaster. There are dozens of different instruments and thousands of possible band setups. Different positions in the band can be filled with a number of different choices, from playing the electric guitar to using a turntable. Each has its own unique feel, but none of them are really too complex. There are 3 minigames in Wii Music. Mii Maestro is the one Miyamoto played back at E3, and has the player conducting an orchestra of Miis. Handbell Harmony is actually a rhythm game, where you need to swing the remote and nunchuck in line with moving bells. Neither of these are too interesting, but Pitch Perfect, the third minigame, is quite entertaining. It has several different levels which will have you rearranging Miis depending on their pitch to complete different objectives. It's actually pretty entertaining, which is more than can be said about the other 2 minigames. Now that I've finished trashing just about every aspect of the game, on to why it's brilliant. One mode in Wii Music is called Custom Jam, where you're able to record each part of a song individually and mix it together. Going through with a 6-piece band and putting together an entertaining song is extremely rewarding. The game might not have fun built in, but damned if it doesn't have the means to create it. This mode is really the greatest aspect of the single-player portion, and creating a rock or metal version of the Legend of Zelda theme gives the game much more merit. All of the different game modes, from Custom Jam to the mini-games, can be played in multiplayer with 1 to 4 players. You're able to pick your position in the band and choose your instrument, and jam out. If you go in expecting to have fun, odds are you will, but if you go in with negativity, there's pretty much nothing that can change your mind. Old and young should have no problem finding joy in Wii Music. They are its target audience, after all. Core gamers need to remember that this isn't really a game, and it wasn't even meant for us. We have Rock Band and Guitar Hero. Wii Music was meant for us to play with people who don't have time to learn Raining Blood on Expert. It's for non-gamers to play side by side with gamers, and in that, it's a raving success. Thanks for watching, and check out the full text review on Gamervision.com.